thanks, Vishram. How are you all doing today? Good. My name is Mani and I just moved to Dubai sometime in July last year. I was here alone for a while, because my wife's back in Singapore, lots of beautiful women, alone. So I thought, maybe I could have an affair. But seriously, you have a problem if you're an Indian. Who's going to arrange it for you? So then I go and ask my dad. I asked my dad and he says, son, this is not cricket. We can only match fix once. So then I go to my mom. So I ask my mom, can you fix me up? You know how moms are. Moms are very nice. So they say, okay, I found this beautiful girl for you. But she's a banker. And I ask my mom, why a banker, mom? She's got to be able to cheat, doesn't she? Okay, thank you. Yeah, that is called professional racism, right? Okay. So then the thing is now my wife's back here and we're kind of a strange couple, We're kind of a strange couple because it's like, you look at some of these couples and you look from outside, you look, their body language is not okay. You look, okay, these guys aren't going to last, They're probably like 6 months, 12 months or something like that. And we are like that, okay? First of all, she's taller than me, number one. Number two, she likes beer, I like pineapple juice. And she can wakeboard, and all I can do is keyboarding, right? So sometimes I really feel sorry for her. It's like she's married a wife. So out here in Dubai, right? Out here in Dubai, I'm thinking, okay, for me to drive, she needs to give me an NOC. So the other thing is, so I try to compensate, right? I try to compensate by giving her gifts, but I really suck at gifts, The first time she wanted something meaningful. I gave her something full of meanings, a dictionary. Next time she wanted something very sensitive, something she can hold, something that becomes a part of her. So I gave her a Band-Aid. But then gifts change, Gifts change as you progress in life. When you're dating, right? When you're dating, a gift is like an air ticket. It gets you somewhere. First base, second base, and if you're lucky, even the cockpit. But once you're married, right? A gift is like a parking ticket. You just pay the fine and stay out of jail. Thank you. And the other thing is, I've been in Dubai now and I'm trying to get all my paperwork done because my wife has come, there are visas for my baby and all that stuff. And one thing I realized, I don't know whether if you've noticed this, every time a few Indians join a queue, sometimes the line becomes a curve. And there's always an Indian in front of the curve. Really, I don't know how that happens, But sometimes I wonder why, maybe that's why there's a billion of us. Maybe even our sperms jump queues. And the strange thing is, I used to have this British colleague. Back in Singapore, I used to have this British colleague. He used to ask me, oh, Indians always cut queues, always cut queues. Okay, dude, you came to our country in search of spices, stayed there for 400 years, and you can't even eat spicy food. Go figure that, right? But out here in Dubai, I also noticed something else. There's not only Indians, there's also one other group which cuts queues, It's the Arab women. Sorry, I say it as I see it, right? It's Arab women. But any day, I prefer an Arab woman cutting my queue. You know why? Because at least I smell good for a week. So now, as I told you, we have a little baby. The thing with an Indian baby is you need to find a name, right? And not just any name. It's got to be a good name. Because we Indians always ask, what's a good name? What's a good name? What's your good name, right? What's your good name? Count Dracula. Is that good enough for you? And the thing with the Indian names is when you think of naming a baby, you not only have to think of one, but you have to think of the sequel too. Right? So like my Indian friend, he came up with very fancy names in Hindi, One kid was named Sunlight, the other kid was named Moonlight. Now his wife is pregnant with the third one. What next? Torchlight. Or maybe a traffic light. At least you can get the license faster out here. Well, and the other thing is Indian names are very complicated because there are certain minimum standards, right? At least the name's got to have 30 characters, right? Minimum 30 characters long. At least 50% of which need to be vowels. So I'm thinking, do we really need a name? Just give it a password. King Kong 1, 2, 3. If she doesn't like the name, she can always reset the password. As long as she remembers the security question, who's your daddy? And the other thing is now we have this little kid, I'm trying to be a father, right? I'm trying to learn to be a father. And the thing with being a father is, you look for role models. People say the best father you can be to your kid is being like a friend. But I'm not there yet, right? Right now, I'm like a call center consultant, you know? I'm really like a call center consultant. I can't do any shit, but I'm extremely helpful. Sorry, sir, I can't do that for you. But is there something else I can do for you? Is there something else I can help you with? Let me leave you with this, right? Different races, racial stereotypes are very common, right? So I come from India, so they out here. So then people look at me, oh, Indian, must be good in IT. Computers, right? I must be good in IT. So I'm in a metro by myself. This little kid comes to me, hey, Mulberry. Can you fix my laptop? It's in sleep mode, you idiot, right? I mean, it's even in sleep mode. So then I say, okay, it really pisses me off that people think that we're only good in writing software. Did we write the Kama Sutra? How come nobody looks at me, stops me in the middle of the road? Oh, Indian, you wrote the Kama Sutra. You must rock in bed. Can you fuck me upside down?